Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the team that I have that allows me to finally be able to start farming the favored dungeons in order to get materials so that I can awaken my heroes to 6-star, right? Because in order to awaken your heroes past the 3-star, I think it's 3-star for legendaries and past 4-star for rares or lower, you need to get those legendary statues, right? Let me see if I got some. This one over here, right? So I am able to pretty much 3-man it, right? The last one that I have in the team, I'm not sure even have any gear on that person, but I managed to do it just by, I just randomly tested. I was at 6, I beat 6, then I passed 7. I managed to beat 8, but this one isn't as consistent yet. I might just have to tweak around with it. However, from stage 7, as you can see, you start having a chance to get the legendary statues. So when it comes to awakening somebody that's like, for example, my Tristan, right? I still need 50 of these ones, but I think my Isolde should be ready to try and awaken. She's 4-star. See, if I want to awaken to 6-star, I need the legendary statues, and now I can do that, which means it's going to allow me to slowly get towards that 6-star awakening, which is going to be extremely important because, first of all, we get a ton of stats. Second of all, I'm going to unlock the slot to be able to wear a banner, and that's obviously extremely good. It's really important. Now, the team that I'm using is this one over here that you see, Tristan, Kay, Isolde, and then the last one is like a Kay Leech, I think is the name, yeah, which let me see, I have some gear, I have some random gear that you see is not leveled up. I just put some gear on, whatever, doesn't really matter. If I imagine if I built Kay Leech or somebody else to actually bring in this team, I would be able to push it even further, and obviously with time I should be able to push it even further. But let me run the team again, let me show how it goes. One thing that I'm annoyed is it doesn't allow me to click early sometimes, and if I don't click fast enough, it just hits whatever. However, on this stage it works even without me selecting, but I just wanted to focus that Yuri ends first with my Tristan. As you can see, his first hit with the third skill and the passive, he pretty much kills him, right? And after that they can slowly deal with it. Now let me just show you, because it's a full auto, let me show you the skill orders that I'm using. So for Kay Leech, I just use the first skill. If they survive, I'm just using that extra one, that fourth one, just to generate vigor, as they don't benefit, at right now, because I don't have them properly built with gear and whatnot. They don't benefit me to use any other stuff, so I'm just doing the first skill, so they generate vigor for everybody else. Then Isolde, because I'm using her in her frost mode, I'm just using her second skill because I want her to keep healing, right? Just heal, heal, heal. That's her only job. If you use her in any other form, obviously just use her in whichever form gives you the most healing. Just select those ones. So for example, if I had the flame one, I would make her prioritize the third skill instead of the second one. When it comes to Kay, I let Kay do whatever, right? It doesn't really matter. And then when it comes to Tristan, I make him prioritize the third skill first and then the first skill. I don't really like with this Relic and Storm, this one, it doesn't seem as helpful. It does bring him attack speed increase, but it's only for 1 turn. Maybe after I skill it up, if it goes on for 2 turns or more, then this can be useful. But for 1 turn only, I don't think it's as effective. I think I'd rather have the chance to land the attack speed decrease instead of getting that attack speed increase, right? He does that on the third skill and also on the fourth skill. So that's pretty perfect. Now let's let it run. Let's see how it goes. It's it's a pretty big achievement from my point of view, because obviously it seems like the way that you progress through this game is constantly slowly improving bit by bit your heroes, your gear, like everything. It's not it's a little bit different, I guess, from how it is in maybe Raid, or maybe it's just about similar. But I guess in Raid you would have this favored dungeon would be the equivalent of Faction Wars, right? Whereas in this one, the favored dungeon, which gives us those statues that allow us to upgrade, is more important. It's kind of like a combination between Faction Wars and Ascension Keeps, especially because, again, ascending your heroes to 6-star is going to be massive because, again, lots of stats, but also allowing you to get that banner as well, which is going to boost our stats even more. So the fact that I managed to do this one, I'm really happy, and in a way I kind of expected this one to be my best one, because I think I have like 8 or 9 characters built to 6-star, but my Stag one, right, where I have Tristan, Isolde, and Kay, are one of my best builds. I expected this one to be the first one that I will actually get to the point where I can start farming the legendary statues. Now, I guess let me show you the builds that I have on the people, just so you see exactly, I guess, what you should expect at this point. So let's start with Tristan. He's 3-star ascended, level 60, no skill ups in the passives. Equipment, he's running a speed set and a critical rate. This is what I like on him, because his damage skills obviously off of attack, but also off speed, and you want him to go as often as possible. These are his total stats. You know, some decent crit rate, good attack speed, good attack, and this is, you know, all that he has. Then we're talking about Relic. He has a 5-star, level 45 on the Storm Spike, you know, the basic one that we get. And then obviously there's no skill ups and no awakenings yet in this one. I should start farming that, the Shrine of Storms, which honestly I hate. It's so annoying that taras to farm. I should start farming that, because you know what, ascending it is just gonna give me more and more stats. So right now I'm gonna have no awakenings. Next one, I'm using Kay. She has her Storm Relic, 4-star level 30, 2-star awakened, no skill ups in the relic. Then when it comes to her passive, nothing skilled up. When it comes to chivalry, no chivalry. Tristan does have 1 chivalry in him because I'd managed to pull a copy, so obviously I used it. The equipment for K is, again, critical rate and speed. Honestly, for K, you just want to give her as much damage as possible. That's your goal. Obviously, I'm still, you know, it's work in progress. I don't have the best gear. It's whatever I have so far. You can see her total stats, the attack. Again, decent crit rate, and then, you know, nothing else really matters. Well, effect accuracy, don't care. Effect resist, don't care. Just mostly damage, some survivability, and I do have some attack speed as well. Then the next one, which is in the team, is going to be my Isolde. She's running Vigor plus Life, because you know what, for healers, most of the time from what I've seen, Vigor is just the best, right? Keep generating that Vigor as much as possible. And then total stats she's running, good HP, attack speed is pretty low, I prefer higher. I have some effect accuracy because I'm using her in Gorgos to land some of that chill on her basic attack, so that's why she has some effect accuracy. But if you only use her for healing, you're obviously going to go as much HP, attack speed, survivability as possible, right? Then she is a 4-star awakened, like I showed. When it comes to Relic, I'm using her in the Frost Relic. It's level 30, 4-star, no skill ups in the Relic either, and obviously no awakenings. I do have the fire one as well, but you know, I swap if I need it. But for this one, I saw that this one's actually better using the Frost Relic. And then the last one, again, K-Leech, just doesn't really matter. Doesn't really help me in this fight, because the last one's just a placeholder, and as they gain a little bit of XP while I'm farming that, and that's about it. So I guess this team is pretty straightforward. Again, I'm really happy that I managed to do this, because it's so important to be able to keep advancing your heroes, to keep leveling them up. It's like, you know, I think I'm nowhere near close to like mid game, right? Or let alone end game when you start having 6-star. So the fact that I can slowly push little by little every single day, that makes it fun for me, because I've seen some people say, oh, this is too difficult, too early, too this, too that. I believe that should be the case. I believe that the game should have certain levels of difficulty, because if it's too easy and you beat everything and you're done, what's there to do, right? So the fact that it has some difficulties and you slowly advance one little thing at a time, I think is the right case. Like an example, I did Favor Dungeon today, but then I also managed to get my Frozen Plain on farm on stage 7, right? So one area at a time, I just slowly push a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'm just progressing my account. I think I'm just gonna make a video on my Frozen Plain 7 team as well, but that's gonna be a case for tomorrow, because here is where we start getting the mythical star seed, which allows us to advance our relics to 6-star. So, you know, some other people might be using, but spoiler alert, I'm using A colon, because he's the best, honestly, from what I've seen when it comes to landing recover disruption. But anyway, we're not talking about today. That's gonna be another about this today. That's gonna be another video maybe for tomorrow. But what do you think? What do you think about this team? Do you think it's relatable? I mean, honestly, apart from the fact that I pulled an Isolde, that's like the healer, I think the other two, you know, you should be building, because they're pretty good. They're gonna be helpful, and it's totally worth doing it. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.